Hello, everybody. We are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo. This is my forever co-host, John. Today, we talk about Kill Bill Volume 1, directed by Quentin Tarantino and starring Uma Thurman as the bride.
Is that it? Like that's her like
That's her name. That's all you get.
okay.
Um, but yeah. Um, where did you first find this movie?
Well, like around 2018 probably. That's when I started like going ham with Tarantino shit where, after Django Unchained, I was like, wow, that's really good. Inglourious Bastards. All that like I was like, wait, I haven't seen Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill yet. Yeah, I was a little late to the party. Um Oddly enough, I only watched volume one. I haven't seen the other volumes.
So you never concluded the
No, I think I just forgot about it. But yeah, I watched Volume 1 and I was like, oh, not gonna lie, this is very fun. And I was also wondering, I was like, oh, is this where they got those references from?
yeah,
So, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
When did I watch this? I watched this approximately like 9 years ago in 2014 because to my favorite movie recommendation channel, Watch Mojo, just wouldn't stop talking about it. So I was like, I should check this out, and I did, and I really liked this, and like it's one of my first introductions to Tarantino because my first was Django Unchained. So I'm like, oh, all right, I need more, and then I went down the line of this, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. I was like, oh, he's Inglourious Bastards, and I was like, Tarantino is definitely one of my favorites. And even though he's sadly retiring soon after his next movie, he definitely has left a mark on all of us.
I say well deserved, very well deserved.
Yeah. And like, I think this being an introduction to Tarantino's style is an appropriate one if you're starting out with Tarantino. Because this is badass. Like, we start with Vivica Fox just opening her door and seeing the bride. And you're like, what's the story there? Why are there alarms blaring? Literally. And you start kicking the shit out of each other. You're like, what's happening? You kind of know because at the beginning, the bride gets shot in the head. And you're like, fuck. Jesus.
Like, is this in the future? What's happening here? I thought she killed Bill. Like,
Right.
I thought that's the end game. Why is Bill killing her?
Right?
And like we also get clues that like the kid that's like inside of her is like his, and then we're like and
Yeah.
like yeah, so we get our opening where she meets up with what was her name, like something like Viper or something.
Yeah. She's one of the members of the Deadly Viper gang. Well, they all are. But
Yeah.
she is one of the ones who kicked the shit out of her. And she's like, I can't have you living anymore.
Yeah, but that was like 4 years ago because she was in a coma and all that.
Yeah.
But like you start kicking their ass, kicking each other's ass, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I love seeing that where like they're on the floor, the one person just grabs a shelves filled with plates and just drops it on them. They would kick each other, like they would have like a solid knife fight. A little stylized, but like it's Hollywood. I still like it. It doesn't like break the immersion.
Didn't
And then
bother
we get
you.
like a
Didn't bother you that the bride was holding it like this.
it's I hate it, but like I mean a knife's fine actually. Like if it's
Yeah.
like if you
Yeah,
hold it in like an ice pick position,
Yeah.
that's fine because like you're really like
It's short enough to do something.
yeah. But if you do it with a sword, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I will say I prefer the other girl style where she had like the knife a little pointed and had a bit of distance.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman couldn't get close. Anyway, we're not talking about tactics and how to fight.
I do love the dialogue when they take a break and it seems like they're just catching up like old buddies. Even though they're like,
Yeah.
let's meet up knives only at this basketball court. You're like,
Uh,
all right,
Baseball field.
baseball field.
Yeah, like like their daughter comes in. She comes from school. And then they're like, oh, we just hold the knives behind our backs and like as if nothing happened. Oh, the dog was gone crazy, messed up the house.
Oh, hey, sweetie, this is mommy's friend. And she's like, hi, what's your name? Like, and the kid's like, what the fuck? Why are you all bleeding? I don't understand.
I love that scene, the one you mentioned though, where they're like talking as if they're old colleagues, which they are. And she's like, she like pulls out like the, like I think Fruit Loops, and it has a gun inside.
Yeah.
And she misses. I get it. Try shooting from a cereal box, I guess. And then Uma Thurman gets like one good hit.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh no, what about the little girl? And she might be a future villain. I don't know. I haven't seen the other two.
I think. Yeah, I think that's one of the concepts for Kill Bill 3 if they ever made one. That she might be a villain. Maybe that's Tarantino's last film. Who knows?
That would be sick.
Yeah, and then even the bride's like, sorry, but your mom had it coming, and the poor girl's like, don't even understand that concept. What?
She's like 4. He's like,
and then you see that Vivica A. Fox, it was the second on the list because someone Oren Ishii's name is crossed out, and you're like,
yeah,
how come we didn't see that? And then you do with like combination of the flashbacks of Uma Thurman, the bride in the hospital, in a very fucked situation where she could be killed, taken advantage of too, and she does get taken advantage of.
It is messed up.
Yeah, and then she interrogates the guy by just slamming his head with the door, like, "Where's Bill? Where's Bill?"
She kingpinned Uma Thurman him.
Yeah. And then while she's trying to will her legs back to life, I think that's when we get the story of Oren Ishii with stunning animation.
I don't know why there was so much attention to that one backstory. Like, we didn't get much with like the first girl who died.
Yeah.
But with Oren Ishii, like they just went ham with the whole Japanese thing. And they even got the animators who did that one music video, Breaking the Habits by Linkin Park.
Right, that's why it looks so familiar.
Yeah, it does. And I love it. I love it so much. And it is a messed up
backstory where
backstory.
Her family is killed and the bad.
Yeah, the Yakuza.
Yeah.
And then the guy is like a
pedophile.
That's how she got like close to him and got close enough to like stab a sword through his chest. I would think. Yeah.
But you ask questions of like, how did she get? I don't want to answer that. How did she get close enough to? Oh God, why? But she becomes the best assassin with her own gang, and like she also has like a right hand who like disembowels people on the spot. She thinks they might make a move on her. It's like, oh, you like me? I'm 17. The guy's like, what? No, you fucking liar! Just disembowels him. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Like that shit's such a weird concept. Like that's Lucy Liu's Odd Job.
Yeah.
You know, I find that cool. Like, and then we get the ringleader of the Crazy 88, and he's there. Not really much of a standout. I love that scene though, where I hate the car. That yellow, bright, shitty looking car that belonged to that creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she goes all the way to Okinawa. I didn't notice. Look, I'm not a geographer, but like, I didn't notice Okinawa was that far from the mainland.
Oh yeah, she goes there to get. First, you just think it's a filler scene of like, oh, American tourists in Japan. All right, and then she asks about Hattori, what do you call it? Hanzo's blade, and the guy's like, how do you know about that? Just like, I just know the best spot where to get them, homie. He's like, all right, that's the best blade.
I love it. Like, she brings them to the attic, and then there's a line of swords. They're like, whoa. And like, okay, stay here for a whole month. I'll make your sword.
Yeah, I'm also kind of selling my soul because I already swore that I will never make a thing that will take a life ever again. But for you, I'll make it. You're like, what?
I shouldn't even like convince him. He just agreed.
Yeah, world building here. Like, I kind of want to see an expansion on this. But though by the end, you're like, I'm fully satisfied with Volume 2 and 1, and that can just be the bride story forever. Not saying how it goes, but like, it's like I don't think I need an expansion to her story, but it would be nice. Uh, but yeah, she does that. We also get the scene where the Yakuza is celebrating, and one guy's like, "You're not of pure blood. You're Japanese American," and Oren's like,
you're like Chinese, Japanese, American.
he's like, "All right, say that again, motherfucker," and just takes his head.
I love that scene because like she has that little like she skitters
Yeah,
on top of the table and then just beheads him. I was like,
it's like anyone
I
else
couldn't take
have
that scene seriously, but now like shit.
a fucking problem, huh? You're like, oh, Jesus. Oh, not slight complaint, but yeah, complaint is that the ungodly amount of foot shots. You're like, why?
Yeah, her going like wiggle your big toe. I was like, Tarantino's really milking this shot. And look, we're not a stranger to Tarantino
Yeah,
having that fetish. Like, dude, you do you. Like,
Yeah.
it's all good.
like
It's okay. But like, don't be that guy who like made iCarly.
yeah,
He was just weird.
yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, the Brad gets the blade, and it all comes ahead in Oren's spot. What do you call it? A club or a jazz bar? Not a jazz bar, but like her hideout. Since he
I
is,
guess it's like a Japanese speakeasy, I guess.
yeah, and like she first takes the arm of her French right hand. And you're like,
Yeah, like the half French, half Japanese lady.
yeah,
And then, oh god. Oh, by the way, one thing I have to mention with Pulp Fiction and with this, I could tell that I think Tarantino knows his Japanese cars. I was like, this man has taste. Because with the French lady, the half Japanese, half French lady, she had like a 300Z.
yeah,
I was like, good choice. And then with Pulp Fiction, the guy had an Acura NSX. So I was like, that was also really nice. So I'm guessing maybe Tarantino's a car guy. I don't know.
who knows? But yeah, and then after that, what do you call that? Killing, not killing, but like mutilating the French girl. She like calls out Oren, and then Oren sends out Gogo. And that's
Yeah.
it. It's like, how do you
I was
transfer
like-
that weapon?
Also, I was like, how are they gonna kill a kid
Yeah,
on screen? You know, but they did it.
yeah,
She just like it isn't even by sword. By the way, I love Gogo's weapon,
yeah.
where it's the Chinese.
It's like a mace.
It's like a mace, but then it's like a whip as well. I forgot what you call it.
Yeah, and again, I like how these action movies, whether they're by Tarantino or by the people who made John Wick, they're not afraid to show that the hero can get hurt or damaged. Because the Right's having a hard time with Gogo. If she gets hit dead center, like,
It wasn't just Gogo. Like even with like the regular Yakuza, she would actually get hit
yeah,
from time to time. I was like, it actually surprised me. By the way, love the iconic suit.
yeah,
And you could tell that Akira kind of inspired that.
yeah, Akira
Where's-
and Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I love that mix.
Yeah,
Where she has the yellow biker outfit with the yellow bike. I was
Yeah.
like, this feels very Akira with him with his red bike suit and then the
Yeah.
red bike.
and then before she gets to Oren Ishii, she's like, you can hear the crazy 88 coming through the doors, and Oren's like, do you really think it would be that easy? And the bride's like, for a second there, I did. Again, pretty crisp dialogue from Tarantino. Like, that's why you expect nothing less than that from him. You're like, right, there's not just the action that's crisp, it's also the dialogue where you're like, fuck, that's good.
Yeah, and I love the entire fight scene where, yeah, they brought out 88 guys and girls and like, they just also Tarantino inclusive. Good on you. We also saw like girl Yakuza's getting like their arms taken off and
Again,
getting like decapitated. I was like, Jesus.
I love the Akira Kurosawa concept of like silence and then a lot of noise. Like a lot of noise, especially the Jesus, this arm.
Well, also, I love Uma Thurman's like dedication to the choreography.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's not perfect, but God, it's still a fun scene to watch.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it became black and white because people were, I think the review board is like, that's a hair bit too violent to be in
Yeah.
color.
But I love it though. Like, but it ties into Kurosawa since this was like a very Japanese themed uh movie. Well, like the Japanese theme was very heavily influenced in this one.
Yeah.
Where she gets to like the second floor and like I think 5 guys are left. And she just blinks. And then it becomes back like it comes back to color. I was like, that's so sick.
Yeah. And then it becomes a stealth house only, and you're like, that's pretty sick. Can you only hear like or see like people being dismembered? There's one kid being like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I'm not ready to die.
As I go home to her mom, like she smacks him on the butt. Which is so funny. And like I do love it where she was like, hey, everybody who's alive but got their arm like cut off, y'all can go home.
But leave that because it's mine. It's
just leave the things that you left because those are mine. I was like, that is so fucking sick.
She does the Django thing of like, except you stay.
Yeah, because she gets interrogated. But before that, Oren Ishii, and her like have one last fight. And by the way, you remember Shifu?
Yeah.
Did that look a little familiar?
Yes. Again, it's not overly stylized. It's just crisp. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just like this. It's the Martin Scorsese quote of like, "This is cinema," because it is incredible to see nothing happening and then suddenly everything's happening. You're like, "Oh shit, fuck! I need to rewind that. I might have blinked. Fuck."
I love the ending for Ishii, and we're like, you see like a head like you see like hair flop over, and you're like, why is her head still there? And you see that she got like scalped. And I was like, okay. To be fair, I don't think that would kill somebody. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I'm sure if you take away a significant portion of the brain, it might do a lot of damage.
But it looked like a clean cut, like the brain's still intact, the skull's not there. I don't know. But yeah, even she was like, yeah, that is truly Hitori Hanzo's blade.
Yeah.
And then she just dies on the spot. That was nice.
And then she interrogates the French girl and she's like, I want you to tell them that I am coming for them. And there's no stopping me. And Bill asks her before the movie ends, she's like, does she know it's her child? Her child's still alive? Don't get an answer.
We're all like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the... It's not one of the few, or the first, but it's one of the few movies where you're like, I can't wait. That's like, I guess, 2003's version of Endgame or Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I can't wait for us to do a review.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, for the second movie, because I'm gonna save it for that. Like, I haven't seen it yet, so like I'm gonna save it for that one. I am legit so excited for it because I had so much fun. The campiness of the 70s style of filming, like the like it zooms into her face.
Yeah.
And the 70s style like intro with the music as well. Like it's a style.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
Yeah, Tarantino really knows how to pay homage to the people that came before him because he is a film fan himself, and I believe he's one of the few directors that still uses like film, not digital film, to make movies, like Christopher Nolan. Yeah. All that being said, what would you rate Kill Bill Volume 1?
Oh, dude. There are some parts that made me uncomfortable, but I guess it is very Tarantino.
Yeah.
But I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. I really did enjoy this one. Like, it's not my favorite Tarantino movie, but it's such a fun one. And it's such a journey. And who knows, maybe the score might change after I see the second movie. But other than that, it's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
I suggest anyone who's a fan of like action movies or Tarantino, and they haven't seen, say, his older works,
Yeah.
or maybe like even Disney. This is not even that old.
It's 2003.
This is like 2001, 3.
Yeah. Oh fuck! It's 20 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, it's a tad bit old, but it's like not compared to like his 80s stuff like Pulp Fiction and like Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
And this movie was influenced by so many things, and then influenced a lot of other movies. So I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do the sequel with you. And but yeah, it's just a good time, and it's a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll also give this a 9 out of 10. It's a pretty damn good movie that hasn't aged at all. Rewatching this before my short break, well, the audience doesn't know that I took a vacation, but I did.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I just kept thinking about. Of like, damn, I can't think of anything that I don't like about this movie. Maybe aside from like Tarantino's own fetish, but that again, that's his thing, and I'll let him do what he does. So no harm in that. But again, it's just not my thing. But that's the only thing of like, I'm a bit uncomfortable. That's about it.
That was the only thing that made you uncomfortable?
In terms of fetish, yes. But in terms of things being fucked up, there's a lot.
Okay.
Especially the hospital of like, just please stop, God, why?
Yeah.
But yeah, one of Tarantino's best and timeless. That's all. I'll end with that quote. Anything else you want to add? Yeah, that has been our video for Kill Bill Volume 1. What do you guys think? What's your favorite Tarantino movie? Is it Django Unchained? Is it Reservoir Dogs? Is it his older works? Or is it his newer works? Please comment down below. If you like our videos, please if you like our videos, please leave them a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok to see our best and funniest moments. Spotify to hear us on the go. Individually, I am Zoda's Voices on TikTok, so if you want to see me do funny or serious voices, please give that a follow. How about you? Where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at JohnGM_ on Instagram. It is my art account.
And until the next one, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.